Good evening, good day, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you are listening to this episode. I just want to piggyback on something that I heard Ryback speak on. And I just heard it mentioned on another podcast on YouTube. I guess that's what I'm calling it. This is in relation to possible cancellation of Wrestlemania because of the coronavirus. From a filmmaker standpoint, I just saw that the South by Southwest Film Festival has been canceled because of the very same situation. Which, again, when I read this article, it brings to mind as to why, at this day and time, a lot of these festivals aren't digital. And by that I mean that you should be able to watch a person's film via an online platform. And the reason why I'm saying that, I know there are a lot of filmmakers that they want their films shown on the big screen, but a majority of the time for them going to a film festival is so that they can find a distributor for their film. Me personally, just from my perspective, if I'm a distributor, I'm looking for the quality, the content of the film. So even if I watch it on a small screen, which eventually is going to end up on a small screen, going from theater to digital platform or DVD or Blu-ray or whatever it is that is your preference, or whatever else is coming down the line for the future. So I don't understand the whole, the concept of, okay, yeah, we're canceling it and that's just it. How about where everything's going to be able to be streamed here on this platform? And they've had years to do this. I've been thinking about this for years. When I used to enter my films for these various festivals, a lot of them would be online. That's how they would view it. Sometimes you would offer DVDs and then they would, ... So I'm not understanding, you don't actually need physical people, especially when you're going from distributor to filmmaker. They should still be able to watch your film. And they're going to postpone it to when? We don't know. So now those filmmakers that are anxious to sell a property or something that's getting buzz might actually get cooled off. So I just wanted to put that little section in because it's going to lead into what I'm about to say. I just watched a match on, I believe it might have been the Starcade channel on YouTube in Japan. And I was reading something about some of their matches and their events because of the coronavirus. They were going to have matches in an empty arena, and this match happened to be in an empty arena. So I don't know if this was recorded prior to that or whatever, but if anyone remembers the Sunday night halftime heat between The Rock and Mankind, one of my favorite matches, by the way, that was in an empty arena. So I know that Vince is capable of doing that. So I would consider this, if I were in charge. You're 4 weeks out. Today's the 8th. I'm recording this. You're 4 weeks out. Mania's on the 5th, right? This stratagem would probably take about a week to enter in phase 1 and another week or so to enter into phase 2. Phase 1 effective immediately. I would have my creative department create 3 websites. Just in case, as a precaution, in case, one crashes, you'll have 3 websites. It's just for information for your ticket holders. All WWE would have to do is tomorrow night on Raw, make an announcement. Hey, due to the coronavirus, XYZ is a possibility that this might happen. We would like anyone that's a ticket holder to go to this website, enter in your address, your name, and give us information because we want to have measures set up and we want to ask you a few questions. Plain and simple. People come in, enter in their information. I mean, you might want to give them a little bit more. It's completely your decision at this point. And basically what you're setting up is a data feed system for these ticket purchasers. So you can get their name, their address, the email, and you also would have them either submit a photo or write down the ticket number as verification. So you can track this. At this point, they should already know how many tickets are sold and should be able to match according to these numbers. As people enter this information, you're collecting this data. What you're basically going to set up, or what I would be setting up, is rather than a reimbursement package, a thank you package, just in case, because at the end of the day, the state is going to make the decision as to whether or not Tampa's still going to hold this, Florida's still going to hold any events in general. This is not a Vince McMahon call. It's not a WWE call at the end of the day. But even still, if they were going to do it and they decided we already paid for the arena, we'd have empty arena matches. You cross-reference, you make sure you get your tallies, and basically you're going to set up a gift package and just boxes of merch, maybe even throw in 1 month of like a WWE card. Even if they already have the package, they might want to give it to a friend, which if they don't have it, if the friend doesn't have it, or the family member, that would be a way to bring them in. And if they are deciding to put Wrestlemania on a different platform outside of the network, as it is quote unquote rumored, then you would give them full access to that. Especially when you have people flying in overseas, because this is their biggest event, or from state to state. Basically, it's not going to happen this year. We're still going to have the event, but you will not be able to be there, unfortunately, but you'll still be able to watch it. We're doing something different this year as an alternative as to what might happen. We're still going to have the event. We're going to have it in a, empty arena. The tickets are already bought and paid for. So here you have access to, let's say, it's whatever channel is going to go on. Therefore, you can cut down on a lot of the reimbursement, because there are probably going to be those that are going to completely want to be reimbursed if they know ahead of time. Because if you're coming in for overseas, actually, if you're coming in for anywhere, your plane fare and everything is already purchased. So you're going to need some sort of compensation to soothe their souls, because if they can't get, I'm just talking about for the people that are going, right? If they can't get, and I'm not saying this is for everyone, but there's going to be an average of people that are excited to go to this event, and because they can't, I highly doubt that this is going to get pushed back, because everything, he does every different pay-per-view on a different month. And we don't know I know how long this outbreak is going to last. I know it's not going to go past the presidential elections. I can pretty much fucking guarantee they will have a cure. Wink, wink by then. Anyhow, as I was saying, you'd have something that's going to compensate the purchasing audience for this event. So let's say you have a week and a half. These emails are coming in. You have your team cross-checking. This you can hire out. You can hire out a small team to gather all this information, cross-reference the tickets, confirm, even if that means them making phone calls, all within a week's time. Yes, you can do that. And it wouldn't really even hit WWE's pocket. Would it be something, tax-wise to write off? They probably can, but it really wouldn't hit them the way that, you would think that it would hit their pockets. As much merch as you see fit, especially if it's from the talent that's going to perform at WrestleMania. So you're going to get, let's say, Becky, Seth, Roman, Fiend, which of course we know is very popular, Cena, Goldberg. They're definitely getting merch from those people. They're definitely going to get a WrestleMania t-shirt. All this shit pretty much right now is sitting in a warehouse. I'm sure they already have their WrestleMania rough samples of what they're going to create, and and it's probably dated at a specific time after they make any other adjustments or changes, unless they're pretty much okay on that t-shirt. They're going to wait, let's say they'll wait till like the 19th or the 26th of this month, which is March. And then they'll push the button. All right, we have, I'm just quoting numbers, so don't worry about accuracy here. This is a 10,000 seater arena in Tampa. So we're going to make 10,000 shirts. The 19th, we give them the go. The people that are going to make our shirts, boom, they're going to start the printing. They already have their expected date when these shirts are going to be done. So now maybe you might want to get the jump on this a little earlier. Start getting the printing and everything done. Everyone, all the other talents, their t-shirts are already done, unless they were thinking about having new things for Mania. That's something completely different. You would hope that that stuff will be in and ready, as well as with the Mania gear. But like, your Funko stuff from the Fiend, Oscar Funko things and stuff of that nature. Just, just have a gift box, have all this stuff prepared and sent to a warehouse. If you don't have your own warehouse, you can rent a warehouse. This is something that, like I said, it's only going to be a week, maybe even a weekend. It's not going to really cost them that much money. Have everything sent to the warehouse, what you want. And then it's unfortunate that, well, actually, I was going to say it's unfortunate that they have so many shows, but now that they cut the shows down, they can also use this. What I was going to say is that I'm sure you could hire it out, but I was thinking you could actually ask for the talent to help out. Let's say you have your warehouse down in Florida. NXT's down in Florida. A majority of the wrestlers are residing in Florida. Have your base set up there. Let's say you have only SmackDown and Raw. This is all hypothetical. 27th and the 30th. 28th, you cancel that show. 29th, you cancel that show. It's unfortunate. Because then again, this is one of those things where it's easier said than done, but I'm just citing an example. So, I'm sure people might be like, but they already booked dates. And just go with kind of what I'm saying, kind of get the gist of it, all right? And let's say you get the talent to help out as well. And this is all just to pack 10,000 gift boxes or whatever it is, for these people, for compensation of this outbreak. And this is something that could not be helped, And of course, you also hire extra hands to help. This is basically what they're doing at Amazon. It's how they get your packages ready. But you're doing this on a weekend basis, a few days. Or even if you don't want to have them do it during your, what is the 4-day thing? Because they shoot with a SmackDown Friday, house show Raw. Have them come in on Wednesday or Thursday. Or Wednesday or Thursday, 26th, 27th, or, the 25th, 26th, 27th. And let them know this is a one-time thing. We really need your help. Hands on deck. It also plays as a meet and greet for, other talent to kind of actually mingle. You might have Kurt Angle working with, Bianca Belair, two people you would never seen unless she gets moved up. And they just get a chance to talk and just shoot the shit while they're all working. And you just start getting these gift packages put together. And you can kind of get them sent out. And probably I'm saying this is if this happened immediately. I'd probably say about last week, but I'm doing a lot of heavy guessing. You would start getting those packages out, but you have to kind of play that by ear because you don't know when the state of Tampa is going to make that call. It could be that very weekend of WrestleMania, but as long as the slated audience that is now being turned away can get access to whatever network this is going to be in. I preferably would wish, but this is going to be a whole other episode I'll probably talk about. YouTube. I don't understand why they're not doing this deal with YouTube. Whatever. They should all have access to that network so that they can view it there as compensation, and then knowing that their, the rest of their gift packages are going to be in the mail coming to them. Because this has the potential of being a real cluster F and being kind of a letdown to people that are all excited about this event. But, I guess this would be considered an act of God, something you cannot control. And just saying I'm sorry, I don't know if that's going to hold enough water, but I'm sure people will get over it, as they always do. But it would just be a classy act. And I'll leave it at that. Take care.